Hey guys, I'm going to start doing a quick video demo on how to create a master selection set using the AnimBot tools for your character. The character I've chosen to work on is Stella from the Body Mac rigs. I've already created a button that selects all of her controls. And down here on the AnimBot toolbar, you'll see this is where the selection set button is. Right next to it is this little number. If I click on it, it's going to tell me all of the controls for the rig that are currently selected. And we can see that there's 205 controls that make up this rig. Now I'm going to go through and set up the rest of the body. So in order of importance, I'm going to move this over so you guys can see it a little bit better. First, I'm going to select the upper body control. Then I'm going to come here to the plus, and I'm going to call this up. I'm going to call it the cog because that's what it is. The cog, and I am going to make it pink. So let's move up her body. The next thing I'm going to do is select her hips. I'll make a control for that. I'll call it hips. I'm going to make it salmon. I'll do one for her waist. Chest, her neck, head. And then I like to create a button that is all of the center controls. Right? So when I'm going through and I'm editing my curves later on, I like to have a group that is the center of my body. So I'm going to select all of these peach ones, these salmon colored ones. And I'm going to create a group button, and I'm going to call this center, and I'll make it just a little bit darker. Next, I'm going to create one for the jaw. It's a bit of a one-off. So we will make it peach. Now we only need to set up groups for the right side of the body, and we will automatically get the buttons for the left side of the body. So I'm going to start here with the right clavicle. Oops, I forgot to name it, so let me rename it. I'll do the shoulder. Elbow. Wrist. So same thing with the arm controls going down the body. I am going to make a group so that I can select all of the arm. So I'm going to select all of these, and I'll make a group button, and I'll just call this arm, and I'll make it one shade darker. Now let's go in and do the hand. This is thumb. Index. Middle. Pinky. And so I'll make one that's all the fingers. And then I'm going to do one, I'm going to make the arm one also include the fingers. So I'm going to select the clav, the shoulder, the elbow, the wrist, index, middle, pinky, thumb. And then I'm going to come over to the arm one, and I'm going to right click, and I'm going to say update contents. So now when I select the arm button, it's going to select every control on the arm, clavicle, and the fingers, because we want to keep those keys on the same frame generally. Let's do the same thing for the leg now. I'm going to start here with the right hip. And let's make these guys purple. Right click to rename it. Knee. Toe. Heel. And leg, okay. And now we have all our controls for this particular character. Really nice and neat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to export these selection sets by coming back down here to the toolbar. I'm going to right click and I'm going to say export. And I'm going to call them body mech sets. Save those. Okay, so now we have our selection sets. Let me create one more. I want to create one which is all, but I'm going to hit Q and I'm going to hit Control and I'm going to deselect the global control, and I'm going to make another selection set called all no global. I'll make that white. Oh, I forgot. I want to create a button that is all of the leg. I'm going to start at the top and go down because the order kind of matters. You want to have the control that has the most channels on it selected last. In that case, this is going to be the leg IK. You can see it's got at least extra channels like raise heel, leg stretch, swivel foot, things like that, that the other controls don't necessarily have. So we want to select this one last. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to hit shift. I'm going to start at the top, hip, knee, toe, heel, and leg IK last. I'm going to come down here and create a group for it. I'll make it one thing darker and I'm going to rename it to leg. Back down here to the toolbar, right click. I'm going to say export. I'm going to call them my body mech sets. I'll save it and overwrite it. Now I can share these sets with you. But as you can see, it's really just only selecting the right side of the body. So how do we get the controls for the left side of the body? What we need to do is we need to press this second button right here, and it's going to give us a character tab. When I select my character tab, it'll have the controls for both sides of the body. So here's the left leg and the right leg, and so forth. You can't actually dock these, but your outliner, if you pull up on it, you can have double outliner windows. So that my selection sets aren't taking up too much space, I like to just sort of pretend dock them by sliding them over here. I still have access to my outliner and to my selection set.